broke his ankles, then knocks down the jump.
That was just an amazing play. I mean, talk about making him reach for thin air. Wow.
All alone. No good. And the Thunder going the other way now. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
And in that game, they did damage in a variety of ways. They were more or less unstoppable offensively.
Showed off all of their weapons and resources at that end of the floor. Really just put on a marvelous show.
Here's Ingles following the score by Serge Ibaka. And it's Schroeder missing. Durant the pass to Butler. And Cantor now top the key. Teague against Butler. Lock at 6. That doesn't go either for Butler.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Here's Schroeder. Rebound by Butler.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profiling. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
The shot no good. Good work defensively by Millsap.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Ingles. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. In third, the Thunder.
They're so defensively, I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Johnson, he's checked in for Cantor. And it's Roberson in for Dion Waiters. And they double up Butler. Ibaka outside. Durant dishes to Butler. The basket good off the assist from Durant. 10 points for Freak.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Here's Horford. Drops it in from 11 feet. And the Hawks lead by 4. Butler. Butler missing again. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. So pass to Millsap. And again, it's Atlanta.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now here's Butler. He's got 10. Roberson gets the bucket.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
There's a screen. There's the pass to Hardaway. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Butler. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Millsap a screen on Ibaka. Here's Horford. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. To the middle. It's tipped. Millsap with the steal. Nato defended by Butler. And Roberson pulls it down.
Just tentative in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
The Thunder have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. First one falls for him. Tie game in And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight.
What a performance from Millsap here. He has 15 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Canner. Roberson is out there with Freak, and it's Durant, and at the three, the small forward.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And stolen by Horford. Now T. Pass to Bazemore. Off target from outside. Butler against T. Outside Butler. And Roberson kicks to Butler. From deep three-point range, Bazemore grabs the miss. Bazemore's got his third rebound tonight. Here's Horford. It's stolen by Ibaka. Butler against T. Butler passes to Durant. Now here's Butler. 10 points for him. Just 3 to shoot. High post try, and the basket good. Butler's got 12 points in the game. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Hawks. Then for the Thunder, Johnson, he's checked in for Durant. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Andre Robertson. Bazemore hits the bucket.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And Waiters kicks to Butler. From outside the arc, that doesn't go either for Butler.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And it's Schroeder in the corner. No good on the three.
Well, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
From deep. Butler can't get that one to fall.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And that one's good. Schroeder. Now it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Johnson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Take a look at the numbers in this one for Butler. He has 12 points and 3 assists.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line. 79% overall.
We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
Joe Ingles is checked in for Kent Bazemore. Payne, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And they double up Butler. The feed to Payne. Millsap's against Butler. Johnson in the corner. Here's Waiters. The Thunder with another miss. The Hawks leading by 7. All going up court. It's tipped. And the dunk by Horford.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
You know, whatever they chopped it up about during the break, it's worked. I mean, they've really been excellent in their execution since halftime.
Now here's Butler. He's got 13. For 3, Horford with the rebound.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Schroeder with the ball. Butler covering. Schroeder kicks to T. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Schroeder, and he lays that one in.
some chill. We go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills. And I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself. Know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot, been with the sauce, Chef Curry with the pot, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the is, boy? OVO, man, we really with boy. Yeah, really with the. I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the phones. Either that or try the money mark to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works and now I'm thinking bigger. I got 40 in the studio, every night, late night. Gotta watch it, don't wanna make them sicker. That's my oh Lord, got a whole lot to show for it. I mean, we could really get it, we could go for it. I'm just here for the Bucks and the Phillies. Don't make me one of the ghosts for it.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Dallas Mavericks. For Dallas, they come into this game following a loss to the Bulls. A crushing defeat in that one. Still with a sour taste in their mouths, they're looking to play much better. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people. The barbecue chicken theory, Ernie. Get out of my way. I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, I mean, Freak might be one of my favorite players coming up, Ernie. I mean, his teammates are trusting him more, giving him opportunities, trusting that the fact that he can score, and their success as a unit is also increased because of their trust in him.
You know who Freak reminds me of?
Who's that?
Me.
Oh, yeah.
And that wraps it up here. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next time.
Live from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the home of the Thunder, we're broadcasting from the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Brig Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thunder making a quick stop here in front of their home crowd of Oklahoma City, just one game before heading back out on the road. A superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
And they are who we thought they'd be coming into the season. No doubt about that. A team with a lot of talent that can win really in a number of ways. They've been every bit as formidable as we anticipated.
Well, you heard Dennis Green years ago say, we are what our record says we are. And they've earned their place among the league's elite teams. But regular season is regular season. Success counts very little when it comes to the playoffs. So that's how they'll be evaluated. They'd be forgiven. And looking ahead to the playoffs, I think they're going to rise to the challenge once again.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Matthews out there with Darren Williams, and it's McGee in at the pivot, manning the middle.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Williams. 11 points for him in that last game against Chicago.
And also his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
Here's Butler after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. Butler and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him. They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nowitzki. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I had a chance to talk to head coach Rick Carlisle. He knows one of the hardest parts on scoring against this defense has to do with their prolific shot blocker, Serge Ibaka. He told me he's one of those guys who can get in your head a little bit because he's so mobile. You often don't see him coming. And Kevin, you add in his great rebounding and ability to hit from mid-range, and he's always an X factor for them. Back to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Matthews, no one around him. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Well, their pass to Cannon, and Roberson kicks to Butler. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Butler's got his second bucket tonight.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Well, that's got to wear on you.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Butler against Williams. He dishes it to Nowitzki. Nowitzki a screen. Just 4 to shoot. Parsons for 3. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. In third, the Thunder.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they play.
Butler on the way. He's guarded by Williams. And stolen by Nowitzki. Williams kicks to Parsons. Back to Williams. Knocks it loose. Butler goes in. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Now here's Nowitzki. 11 points for him in that last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Look who's coming out of the court. It's your Thunder Girls. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. Since the break, he's been simply stellar, putting up about 18 points per. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
Now here's Butler. He had 15 points last outing. That's good. Butler's got 6.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Williams against Butler. The Thunder pull it in. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
Here is Williams following the basket by Freak. Nobody near Parsons. Goes back up, and Roberson pulls it down. Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Butler, dishes it to Cantor, and the shot is good.
What a play there, the hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Kane, he's